Hey, before we begin, can you hear me well on your end?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, your audio's perfect. Yes.
Nice. Oh, that's it's good to hear I didn't spend my money on nothing. How you doing?
Well, it's Sunday, so, back to work on Monday. It sucks, but, so it goes.
Right, right. Uh
Yeah.
so you sent me an email
hmm
and it was entitled, as far as I see, "We challenge you to a debate on transgenders." We saw the video with Doug Tenneple. You have no clue on what a male and female are. It's hilarious. So how about it? And then you went about to propose times we could debate, which I guess we're adhering to somewhat. So, um, yeah. What do you disagree with me on with regards to the transgenders?
Well, first of all, let me introduce myself.
Yeah, please.
I'm pretty sure you don't know me. My name is Daniel Malice.
And this is Chloe.
Oh,
That's
howdy.
right. So, anyway, you don't know us, but we've been around since, a very long time, since 2013. But I disagree incredibly on what you said that women have penises.
Well, gotcha. Oh, they can't. I mean, not all of them do. Maybe one day, but not yet.
No, 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 you're lying.
Please enlighten us how women have penises.
Well, some of them do. I don't
How?
know if I've ever made the claim that all of them do. I've met some women who have vaginas.
Okay,
Seen some
well, just
variety in them.
explain how. Okay, just explain how.
How
What
what?
women do you know? Oh, this must be a medical breakthrough, Vosh. What women do you know have penises?
Oh, it's not a breakthrough. Actually, medical professionals and psychiatric professionals have known this for decades, so it's not really a breakthrough. You're just catching up to it.
No, you're not explaining how, or do you know that women have penises?
Well,
Which women do you know have penises?
I mean, I know I'm not gonna like name names. I know trans women. It's usually trans women who have penises. Uh,
Okay. Well, there's a difference there because trans women are men pretending to be women.
I see.
Trans women will never be women.
I see.
Never.
Mhm.
Ever. So they're
Gotcha.
not considered women. That is an insult and a slap in the face to biological women.
I see. Gotcha. Do you
Yes.
often consider yourself an ardent defender of women's rights, or is this just kind of the
I'm a
one time you go
defender.
out on?
I am a defender of biological women, not men
Gotcha.
pretending to be women.
Are you a
When
feminist?
you have a No, I'm not a feminist.
So this is like okay, gotcha. You're an ardent defender of women. You've found a very narrow margin on which you care about women's rights. Gotcha. So sure, we can go down this road. What's a woman?
A woman is a woman that has the female body parts and has the production to create a woman to create babies.
Sure. Okay. So
And
what
if you don't
oh,
have those necessities, you're not considered a woman. And plus the chromosomes, the XXs, that is a female, that is a woman. And if you're an XY, that is a male.
Gotcha. So
You can
what
never
about
change genetics.
so what about women who are infertile? They have a barren womb. What about them? Are they women?
What do you mean that are infertile?
Like infertile cis women. I mean, it could be that they're postmenopausal, or it could be they're born with some condition.
They're still women because they were born biologically women.
Well, what if they were born with an inability to ever produce children? There are plenty of women who are born with some innate genetic infertility.
As long as their chromosomes is the XX, they're women still.
What about women who are born with XXY chromosomes?
So are you trying to say hermaphrodites?
No. There are women who they have vaginas, they can give birth, in every way, shape, and form. You would call them a woman, but they have XXY chromosomes. They don't have XX chromosomes.
I'm not sure what you mean. The only thing I can think of is there are babies, very rare, that can be born with a vagina and a penis, which is very rare. But those are considered hermaphrodites. And that is what you call what do you call it? Defects. They were born defectively like that.
Right. So while intersex people are a thing,
Wait a minute,
I'm
Vosh.
talking about a different kind of intersex.
But before we continue, you did not tell us, you did not name for us the women that you know have penises.
Do you want me to like
Do not.
give you names like of specific people? I
Well,
don't know if I
yeah,
want to
just
cast
anybody.
any individuals into scrutiny by pointing them out specifically.
But
It
you
seems,
said transgender women are women. Is that correct?
yeah.
Well, why do you lie?
See, I'm a gentleman. I don't like talking about women's privates unless they're around to acknowledge it's something they'd like to have discussed. I'd prefer to talk about this more in the philosophical abstract, if possible.
Well, the reality is, Vosh, trans women are not women; they are men.
I see.
And no matter how much you shave it, you cut off the dick. I mean, and you have breast implants. It is what it is.
I'm terribly sorry, with Chloe. So there are women, this is a type of being intersex. They don't have the same chromosomes that you do, but they do have a vagina and they can give birth and so on. So that is a type of intersex. I think that some estimates have yielded the possibility that as much as 2% of the human population is intersex in some way or another. Let me double check that really quick. Population percent intersex. One way or another, we're not dealing with like 1.7%. Wow. So we're not dealing with like a infinitesimally small number of people. There are women who don't have XX chromosomes. Would you consider them women, or would you deny them that, even though in like every physical way they seem to be women?
As long as they're able to, if they have the makings of a woman inside, like a uterus and all of that stuff, they're still considered women.
Okay.
Men don't have a uterus.
Okay.
Men don't have eggs.
Gotcha.
Men have sperm.
So
women can't produce sperm.
It's not then about fertility or chromosomes then.
It should be.
Well, you just said it's not, because
No, I didn't say that it's not. I gave you an example of what makes a man and what makes a woman.
You are in denial and you're insane.
I see.
Now, again, how can you tell me this? Can a man menstruate?
Yeah, I know some men who menstruate.
Really?
Though, before you ask, I'm not going to give any specific names.
You're bleeding through your urethra or your ass? Is that how this works?
No, menstruation happens through the vagina. If you have any further questions on that, I'm happy to educate you.
Through the uterus, it goes through the vagina canal. Where does the man bleed through uterus, Vosh?
Through their vagina.
The men don't have vagina. Are you going to bleed through your...
I have...
Out of your dick hole or your ass?
Can I ask you an honest question? Do you ever feel stupid reciting these arguments? Like, when you're reciting these, do you think, like, yes, I am thoroughly investigating this concept?
I'm calling out your bullshit. I'm calling out your insanity.
Well, I'm sorry. I know what you have to say. I'm curious. Because I want to know.
You're spouting nonsense. I'm calling out your bullshit.
You can educate me.
I am educating you, and you don't want to hear it.
Okay, well, can I ask you a question so you can further educate me?
Oh, go ahead.
Sure. So I've done a little bit of reading on this, and these are subjects which have been discussed widely in academia, both in the social sciences and in the hard medical sciences. When you approach this discussion with the bullheaded, moronic obstinance of a person screaming, men, how they bleed through their asshole? Men got dicks. Women, women got dicks? No, they don't. Like, when you approach it with that degree of bullheadedness, do you think you're, like, investigating the truth at hand, or are you just, like, repeating me what you've thought to be true since you were 3 and haven't critically examined?
What do you mean I thought it's true? That is the fact. That is the truth, Vosh.
All right, gotcha.
Have you ever seen the procedures of how a man transgenders to a woman? Because I know I have.
You mean how you do you mean like bottom surgery?
I've seen the transitioning surgery of a man transitioning to on video.
Oh,
not
yeah.
in person.
Yeah, sure.
On
it's
video.
Pretty cutting edge medical science.
Yeah, but in reality, I don't care how you slice and dice it. That's not a vagina. That's a fake vagina.
I think
it's not even a real vagina.
I think the term neo-vagina is generally what people go for there. But we have plenty of pre-existing. So would you say then that a chin isn't a chin if reconstructive surgery is done after an injury?
No, you can't compare the two.
Really?
A chin is a chin, and then you can change it to a chin with a butt or a dimple in the middle of it, or whatever you want to call it, a double chin. If you're making it into a chin, that's not the same thing. We're talking about you're talking about apples and oranges here.
What is a chin?
Because if you're just creating a chin, we all know what a chin looks like, and everybody has different shapes of chins.
I know what a pussy looks like.
Okay, but you know a pussy's not a dick.
Sure, but a not chin isn't the same as a chin either. What is a chin?
How so?
Well, if a person doesn't have a chin, say they were born with a defect or they were injured in a war, and they get a new chin.
They make them normal to have a chin. That's the difference, you see.
How is that a chin?
That's a corrective surgery. Now, what you're talking about, a man trying to be a woman with a fake vagina, that is not corrective surgery. That is a defective surgery, not a corrected surgery.
So what about all the beta cuts who get fake chins?
So what who got fake chins? It's not any different.
So they are fake chins?
People got fake chins because they don't have a fucking chin. But we're talking about penises and vagina. You can't compare the two. That is ridiculous.
It's plastic surgery. You use plastic surgery to change a part of the body.
Plastic surgery is one thing, but you're comparing a chin to a vagina and a dick surgery, and that's not the same thing.
Yeah, one of them is quite a bit more complicated, but they're both plastic surgeries.
It's not the same. It's a different procedure.
Why are you so angry over this? Yeah, of course they're different procedures. They're both plastic surgery, though. And
you are a total imbecile.
When you do plastic surgery, you pay usually a lot of money to doctors, and they take something about your body and they change it.
So just because it's a plastic surgery, it means the same thing? There's different types of plastic surgery.
Yes, there are different
people
types.
have breast implants, people have butt implants, people have all kinds of surgery, even liposuction. But that doesn't mean, hey, I have a breast implant. Is that a chin? No, it's not. It's a breast implant.
Hold on.
You're
I think my analogy
dick.
may have slid you by a little bit. I'm not saying that chins and penises are the same thing. I'm saying I'm saying that the process of plastic surgery is not something which is inherently inviolate or repulsive or delegitimizing. If a person had plastic surgery to get like a stronger jawline, for example, I wouldn't look at them and go, "Oh, that's a fake jaw." It would just be like, "Oh, that's your jaw now."
Corrective surgery. That's a corrected surgery. That's not a defect.
What you're doing is mutilating your body.
Wait, people with weak jaws literally consider them sometimes to be defects, which they want to have corrected medically. And there are some people who are born with penises who consider that a defect, and they want that corrected. Now, wait, one quick thing.
Go ahead.
Now, the term defect is really, really subjective. To some people, what might be a defect is to other people not one. Like some people who are really short consider that like maybe my genetics are fucked. That's a defective like quality of my character. And some people might be okay with it. So some people, like myself,
well, you can't really change people for being short unless you want to go through the pain of changing your legs length.
And people do that. They go over to, what is it, China? There are some, I know it's Southeast Asian. They go, you can get inches added to your height. Now, I wouldn't recommend it because I think the procedure on that is sometimes a little bit dicey. But
but people want to be normal, not to be abnormal, and there's a difference.
Well, I'm an American, and I believe that people should be able to be what they want to be as long as they're not hurting others. So what is or is not...
in a way, they are hurting others, and I'll tell you why they're hurting.
With regards to defective, what is or isn't defective is pretty subjective. I don't think my penis is defective. I actually think it's pretty rad. Some people might not want it, and they can use the miracle of modern technology to amend what they consider a defect and change it into what is called a neovagina. Now, a neovagina is not the same as like a biological XX chromosome cisgender woman vagina. They're not the same. Trans people do not say they're the same. But they are pretty cool. And I imagine that a lot of trans people are very happy after getting their corrective bottom surgery. So
I think a lot of trans people are not very happy, and that's why we have a high suicide rate because of that.
Which goes down after bottom surgery.
You're taking some pills. You're taking some hormone pills. You're taking hormone pills, and that affects your brain. And when you put something in you that is opposite of who you are in genetics, that's going to do something bad to you.
Have you ever read academic studies on this particular subject?
I I don't read about no academic studies because
see.
I have common sense.
Well,
It's basic biology 101.
I see. Well, it's basic
Circumstances.
statistics 101 that
You goddamn right.
transition leads to lower suicide rates in trans people. That's like
Oh,
some
it does not.
1 + 1 = 2 stuff.
Many of them have regretted that surgery and therefore they commit suicide.
Yeah, but in
Because they
much
knew
lower
it was a
rates.
mistake.
Much lower
There are
rates than they did
people-
beforehand.
There are
So wait,
people that
let's
have
try to
gone
run
through
this
that
by.
surgery and they can't feel. They can't feel anymore. They can't feel the pleasure anymore. So now it's like I've gone through this surgery. Now I can't feel the sensation
Out of
of
curiosity,
sex.
what's your opinion on circumcision?
I think circumcision is fine.
Okay, just curious. So
But it's
you
not
can.
the same as cutting off your dick and split it like a banana
So noted.
and put it inside out. No, that's
No,
mutilation.
that is much cooler. So, if you take a look at like any data on this, and by the way, I mean like any data, like it's really, really evident and available, you'll find that medical transition from hormone replacement therapy to surgery significantly decreases the likelihood of suicide because believe it or not, trans people aren't all like really dumb. They tend to know what they want. And when
They're
they
dumb
get what
enough
they
to go
want,
to that surgery
they're
and try
happy.
and fool and trick the masses, aren't they?
I don't think they're trying to trick anyone.
They're there trying to take over women's sports. Why don't they go in their own damn category? Why don't they go in there and compete with the men?
We kind of cycled to another talking point there, didn't we? I don't know any trans
There's
women
one
athletes.
talking point I like to bring up, Vosh. You said in a video, and I quote, "If you are not paying for child pornography, then there is no argument in favor of morally condemning people who get it."
What?
So, you don't remember saying that, Vosh?
Do you like child porn?
No, do you? Because that's
No.
what you said.
Why are you bringing
You said
this
it
up?
on video.
Out of nowhere.
Did
What
you
did
deny that you said it?
I think I was making an argument about how child porn is bad. Did you like read into that the wrong thing because you were
No,
like
I don't
hoping
have to
I'd
read the
agree with
content.
you?
That's what you said. So,
I think
are
I
you
said it wasn't
condoning it?
good. I think
Are
I
you
said
condoning it?
I
Answer the
think I
question.
said that child porn was
I
like
think you
child
said
slavery.
that people should not be morally condemned for people who get it. That's what you said.
No, I don't think I said
Well,
that.
it's on your computer, Vosh.
Wait.
On my
Are you
computer?
trying?
If
are you?
wait, just really
It's
quickly,
on
really
your
quickly.
computer.
We're 20 minutes in. If we've gone to like FBI screeching over this, then like we can call it here. If you want to find someone else to
You're
affirm
gonna
your love
pussy
of
out?
child
Don't
porn, you're
pussy
gonna
out
have
on
to
us
find
now,
someone
Vosh.
else.
Answer the question.
Vo-
What do you
wait.
have on your computer?
Wait,
All right.
do you?
All right, we milk them for about as much as we're gonna get there. Nice. That was like in record time, 20 minutes. Holy shit. That was good though. Do you think those were trolls? I don't think those were trolls. I think those were honest to God. Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, no, these people were alt-right. See, here's the 4chan poll black people drawing. Peaceler. This is a Rumble account. 7 views, 2 views. Oof, talk about platforming. Oh, that was fun. This is about the best they have to offer, by the way. Is it ethical to debate illiterate people? Nothing about what just took place was ethical. Those are probably the stupidest people you've had on in a while. Yeah, but that's about the level they operate. Why'd you choose to debate these people? Because they emailed me. What do you want? Most intelligent transphobes, by the way. That is the top of the line that you're going to get with them. Whew. I can't believe I wasted the time and energy typing in one Google search about the prominence of intersex people. Oh my God. You need to do more debates like that, as trashy and low-hanging fruit as they are. They're so funny. Oh, they are so funny. But the problem is, I know that the only reason they did that was because they're desperate to like break off on their Rumble account or something like that. When I was a smaller account, there was so much more purity in the debates that I could do because they were all, it was just like, you know, everyone just like got in the pit. You know what I mean? And you duked it out, you know? But now it's people always feeding off of it. It's so much less fun that way. Ugh. Ah, well, that was still pretty funny. I like I liked the circumcision bit. That was funny. I enjoyed that. You should put on a fake mustache and debate under a fake name. True. Don't some YouTubers do that? That's like the IRL equivalent of smurfing, you know? Where it's like, that's too big. People always knew what to expect. And then they like shave their beard or something and do like another thing. I don't know. I'm keeping my beard though. Why platform these idiots like we all have family members as dumb as those two? Damn, do you? I don't have any family as dumb as that. Vosh, not that it would have worked. I feel like you could have brought up better arguments about gender v sex and common sense versus actual scientific studies. No, trust me, your efforts are wasted on those folk. Conversations like that aren't about presenting the best argument. They're about following the rhythm of the conversation. You know what I mean? Their brains are capable of only very infrequently touching with the reality around them, and you have to kind of just swim a little bit, you know? It's about swimming. If you go into arguments like that with a stack of like positions in front of yourself, you know, then it just turns into a frustrating nonsense mess. Did hanging up make you look bad? The people will always try to frame it that way. People could be like screaming and shitting themselves, and I'll be like, "Oh, okay," and leave, and they'll be like, "Heh, triggered Vosh into hanging up." But like, I don't care. Holy shit. Anyway, do we have any lesson to learn from this? You got to ride the wave. Actually, maybe I won't do these. Maybe I won't do these discussions in the future because seeing all the people in chat who thought that was some kind of like real discussion where arguments could really be made, giving suggestions are triggering the fuck out of me. Oh my god, this is like, like this is like boxing on like a rowboat caught in a fucking storm or something, and people are like, dude, why didn't you kickflip? I don't know. In my trans experience, that's about the caliber of transphobes. Yeah, that's okay. That's probably better that they're not more adept. What's a chin? Yeah, I didn't even get to learn what a chin was. Okay, stop. This is worth infinitely less reflection than it's being given at the moment. Have you ever read academic studies on this particular subject?
I don't read about no academic studies because I have common sense.